Please like and subscribe.
Hello, Collective. Welcome to your reading. Collective, this is the general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. But whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator, please bless this reading. Holy Spirit of the Most High, ancestors, grandmothers, grandfathers, spirit guides, animal totems, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the guidance of the Most High for the collective. Thank you. Ooh, death in reverse. Okay. I'm getting the image of a situation changing and somebody that is a part of this is like clinging on, like, don't change, wait, just wait. Like they're buying time. They're trying to buy time. Like there's some sort of buying time. It's a supporting energy. Some sort of transition will be very gradual, very, very slow. So this is the card that is supporting the entire reading. So a slow transition. Very gradual transition, almost immobile. Even stagnant, maybe a sense of stagnancy. Okay. So in the recent past, somebody was forcing their step in some sort of a direction. Something happened. I'm feeling like they were triggered, but you or them, either this is your energy or someone else's energy, but somebody ended up having a victory. They may have been a little bit defensive, but they totally had a sense of victory. Perseverance, yeah, I'm just seeing like some sort of like an advantage that brings them into a sense, it brings them into some justice, lets them feel some justice in their life, and this lands somebody into a realm where they can begin to rebuild their lives. I'm seeing somebody building, starting over and rebuilding. But for the querent, whoever this is, you or them, there's been some sort of a disaster. And that's what I mean here. Like there's some sort of, when I look at the diagonal cards here, these are outcomes here. These four corners are all outcomes. When I see two very different outcomes, I see, okay, these are two different people of outcomes. And not always, it doesn't always line up like that. I tell you, the readings, the energy, you just have to go with the energy. It doesn't always line up like that, but sometimes it does. But somebody was restarting over, finding a new sense of balance. They found victory and justice. Somebody was rebuilding, but there's been a disaster of some kind. Some sort of a new force coming in. Somebody invoked power for good or for evil. Some sort of a whirling force. Some sort of trouble. strength through trouble, somebody having to get strong through a sense of trouble even, and face their own illusions. But but the outcome for somebody is landing in the King of Cups. So somebody who has master over their emotions, their relationship to their emotions has matured in a very healthy way. Their emotions no longer are at the helm of this person's life. They are now have sovereignty over their emotions. It doesn't mean they don't feel. It just means they're not an unmanned fire hose at the whim of their emotions. They get to choose. The King of Cups gets to choose their response. A person that does not master their emotions does not get to choose. Okay? But for somebody that lands in the King of Cups energy, for somebody else, this is like an excess of pleasure and maybe even a loss of prestige of some kind. And it lands somebody into a loss of prestige of some kind, but yet a level of acceptance. And doesn't necessarily have to be a loss of prestige. Maybe it's just a loss of friendships. Could be overabundance of pleasure, excessive pleasure, or the ending of friendship. Yeah, like the ending of friendship, meaning even isolation. The ending of friendship, even isolation. And it could also be gossip, okay? But somebody ends up in a place of acceptance. Okay. No? Okay, we'll do this one first. The Creator's asking me to bring in the Hermetic deck. So I'm bringing it in, but not for this row. I'm going to do the Rider White for this row. What is the Two of Pentacles, Creator? What is the Two of Pentacles? What is the Two of Pentacles? The Two of Pentacles. Yes, okay, so oh, this could be someone, this could be both, this could be someone's entire energy, actually, now that I'm seeing this energy a little clearer. So the Two of Pentacles in reverse, somebody having some sort of a forced gate because they've taken a last stand against something, and their last stand, they are one hell of a force to be reckoned with. It's a last stand that they're not willing, I'm almost like they're willing to, like, they don't care the consequences of making this last stand. And because of this, they're powerful of feeling like heaven backing them up, because they're doing this from a deeper place within them of making a last stand about something. Feeling a great sense of burden, but also taking responsibility for their burden, whoever this is. The Ten of Wands gets distilled into one wand. Okay, so there's alchemy here. There's a kind of alchemy. Okay, when you get into the Page of Wands, there's a kind of alchemy that goes on there. Even though it's still young energy, but it's not. Okay, what is the Seven of Wands, Creator? So somebody is burdened with the Ten of Wands, and they've made a last stand. They've manifested this last stand, and they are taking their responsibility, taking up thy bed and walking and moving toward what they want. They're no longer hoping for everything to work out for the best. I'm feeling like this person finally figures out if the best is going to happen, they have to work for it. They have to manifest it. They can't just close their eyes and expect everything to work out. Sometimes that works out when you're young and you're naive and the universe can see that. And sometimes it doesn't happen that way either. You know, It can happen that way when we're old and mature, we're like, and we know better too. Like, and you know, like it doesn't matter. Sometimes it happens that way, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So for this victory, oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. You've had a victory over what feels like family. For some of you, this was even like a cult. It felt like a cult. Maybe it wasn't a cult. Maybe it was a cult. But it felt like a cult. But you were in the Ten of Swords about this, and you've had victory over this. You've come out of the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, the underworld. When you come out of a Ten of Swords, when you go into a Ten of Swords, okay, a Ten of Swords, what nails you to the earth are truths about you that you know are true. You can't deny them. You may not have the language for them, but when somebody else speaks them to you about you, you can't deny it. And you end up getting pinned to the earth. This is a kind of an initiation process. It's a completion. 10 is completion. 10 always becomes 1. And oftentimes to come out from this experience so we don't get crushed by it, we're required to go into vitriol, where we have to go inward. Vitriol is a Latin word that means go in, return the false authority that you've been standing on, whether it be your mother, your father, your priest, your whoever, and stand on you have to find your own authority within you. And it's usually when you've been cast into hell. You have to find your way through this. And when you do, the underworld now serves you. Because these truths no longer are crushing you. These truths are still there. Even though you come out of a Ten of Swords, these truths are still true. But they're no longer taking life from you. Now you know how they're serving you. These swords kept you alive. These swords sustained you when you had nothing else, when you had no other choice. Okay? You can draw on these swords when you need them. Now that you have an understanding of this, it's like access has been granted to you to the underworld. You can understand your shadow. You have victory over some sort of a major ending that you initiated. You're taking up thy bed and walking. You've made a last stand. You're manifesting a last stand. And now you're taking up thy bed and walking. Something has come to a close. Something that felt like God to you. Something that felt like it had eternal power over you. And when you took up your bed and began to walk, take up thy bed and walk means develop the legs to carry your life. Don't depend on your mother or your father or your sister or your priest or your husband or this or that. Yes, it's okay to have people to support you, but don't depend on them. Be independent. Have self-dependence. And that's what I'm seeing here, and that's what I'm seeing here. And here, you're coming out of a Ten of Swords, so whoever spoke truths to you and cast your world into a realm of hell is watching you because you've overcome this. And whoever, because they're looking back at your Ten of Swords here. Can you see this? Whoever this is aware of where they left you. And aware that you overcame it. And now this person is running. And they're keeping their eyes on you. They weren't expecting you. And this doesn't have to be one person. This can be multiple people. It can be a group of people. It can be individual people in your life that don't even know each other. Okay? It doesn't have to be one person. It can be family, workplace. This can be a friend who you thought was a friend who you discovered was not a friend. Okay, but somebody's watching you now because they are What is with the Seven of Swords, Creator, in reverse? Can I please have one more card for the Seven of Swords in reverse? Yes, they're watching you because it's like you've resurrected and they did not expect this. I'm feeling like I am surprised if the Queen of Pentacles in reverse doesn't show up in the reading, because you have proving people wrong. What is the Justice? They're watching you because you have turned your back on the Seven of Swords energy. You've recovered from something that was very, very difficult. You've had a sense of victory over this, incredible victory. And now this person, when they see you, they see access denied. Access denied. And it's not because you don't want to get over yourself. You've gotten over yourself. But it's like what Maya Angelou states: when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And you are. What is the Justice? What is Justice, Creator? Oh, I'm feeling that's going to piss someone off, because they wanted their actions to be about you. They wanted you to be responsible for their actions. Oh yeah, didn't you know you climbed inside their body and made them do what they did? Like, are you serious? Oh, some people. I don't get it. Okay, what is the Justice, Creator? What is the Justice? Yes! Oh my God. This person never, ever, ever told you the truth. They never came clean. They never told you the truth. They never showed up for themselves. They never resolved. They left a fucking mess in your life. Ooh, listen to that track. Like, oh my God, that kind of made me jump. Anyway, I don't know if you heard that, but that was like, ooh, okay, a little bit of hostility there. Yeah, this person made a mess in your life, but they were unsuccessful. They were trying to... Okay, let me make this clear though. They made a mess in your life, but it wasn't about you. You know, people don't do things because of somebody else. They may think they are doing it because of them, but they're not. They're doing it because of their own need for self-validation. Some sort of... They're either acting out of fear, jealousy, envy, one of the lower natures, one of the 7 chains. What are the 7 chains? Pride, greed, lust, wrath, sloth, gluttony, and envy. So somebody is in a state of envy and tried to do something in your life, some sort of sabotage, something. Whether it was betrayal, whether one of the 3 archetypal wounds, shame, betrayal, and abandonment that Mario Martinez talks about in his book, The Mind-Body Code. Very, very powerful book. I highly recommend reading it. Yeah, this person is all talk. They're manipulative, they're all talk, and they're incredibly deceptive. This person can meet you in the higher dimensions, and I'm feeling you are higher dimension because of your relationship with Pluto. Understand that. As low as the Creator will take you into your depths, he will elevate you equally as high. Do you understand me? So wherever you are, you've gone through this work, and this person is full of shit. They haven't. They can talk a good talk and act like they've been to the lows and been to the highs, but they can only talk. It's just a concept. They're a con. They did a lot of reading. But there's going to come a point in this person's life when They're going to approach someone like you that is going to see through their bullshit. Developing the inner samurai. Yeah, this person was unsuccessful trying to make you unsuccessful, and you even were unsuccessful because of what happened. So this card corresponds to them and to you. For a season, I feel like you were manipulative and all talk, but not out of maliciousness or not out of intentionally being manipulative and all talk. I'm feeling that's what the forced gate was about. You had to force your step. All talk. And this is what this card, this justice is encapsulating what you had to go through. You had to put on a fake smile and pretend you were okay when you fucking well weren't, because of what this person did in your life. So, they were intentionally deceptive. You were being deceptive like a chameleon, trying to blend in out of self-preservation. This person, whoever they are, whoever you're dealing with, I'm getting, okay. Oh, when the Creator tells me things like this is not my judgment, okay? This is not my judgment. I'm just channeling this, okay? Whoever you're dealing with is dwelling in Makyo, Makyo, Makyo. What is Makyo? Makyo is a devil's cave. It's deception. And they don't know it. They don't know it. They think what they're doing is true. Yeah, and what's on the bottom of the deck? A lot of action. This person knows you can see through them. This person knows you have had a level of justice enter your life. They're seeing it as divine justice. This person did not expect you to not only recover, but to become empowered. To not only recover, but to become a fucking giant. This person did not expect that. And now they are keeping themselves as busy and as active as possible to distract themselves from you. Oh my goodness. Distract themselves from their own magnetics. See, it's about power. This person secretly fears that you have more power, that you are more empowered than them, that you are better than them, that you're going further than them. This person has some serious issues with self-love and self-esteem. See? The inner samurai. Not only did you come from a place where you were unsuccessful, you had to... Okay, I see this in your life as Psalm 91. He, she that dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide under the shadow of the Almighty. If you had to lie in order to protect yourself, God honored it. Okay? If you had to manipulate because you didn't know how to tell the truth at that time because you were so fucked up, you didn't even know what end was up, God honored it. Until you could begin to name where you were and because I'm feeling like what happened to you disoriented you to the point where you were still trying to get your bearings, even if this took you months, even if it took you years. Oh, you know what I'm hearing? Transition. Oh God, transition or transit. There's some sort of a transit going on. This may not be true for all of you, but for some, maybe it is. But I feeling Chiron is at play here. There was a major wound that was devastating to you, but it was required. It was required. And in you to get through this, you had to develop the inner samurai. Make a truce with yourself. You didn't know. Somebody fooled you, tripped you up. God. Somebody who you really trusted too. That's the energy that's coming through. But when you got through the heartache of this and the betrayal and the isolation, you are strong. And I see why this person keeps themselves distracted from even thinking about you. Because I'm getting that whoever this is very intimidated of you. They always were. What is the Three of Pentacles, Creator? The Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, please. The Three of Pentacles, please. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, the Empress, beautiful, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. So when you took responsibility and took up that bed and walk and started to move toward what you wanted, you know, demonstrating in your own life to yourself alchemy through distilling your wands into one single wand. And here we are, the Knight of Wands, but it's in reverse. So the Empress, you know, whatever has happened here, I'm feeling like you either had a baby or you were impregnated by your vision. This vision began to become a reality. Your energies, masculine and feminine, anima and animus. The masculine and feminine natures of your psyche came together to make this happen. But there's something that you're still dealing with, that you're still angry about. And if this isn't your energy, then it's someone else's energy. Maybe it's both of your energy. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse, Creator? What is the Ace of Swords in reverse? Yeah, some sort of a whirling force, but also some sort of a destructive. Oh, the Sun, Horus. Woo! Seven of Swords. Oh. And the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So whatever happened here was a disaster. It was like a tower. I'm seeing like a tower energy. Something was illuminated. A certain deceptive energy was illuminated, and somebody is freaking out. Somebody is freaking the hell out. See, and look at the Sun is looking right back towards where you've come from. But somebody hasn't done their work. In fact, They're to have their back turned to the past. Whoever this is does not have the strength to support them in their roots. They're not connected to their roots. If they are, it's very superficially. It's not a solid connection. It's based on image. I'm getting their hair, their looks, like all this bullshit surface stuff. But that will end. That won't hold weight. That won't hold water. It'll hold water for the things that are appropriate to it. But as you start getting more mature and getting into more serious circumstances, those surface images won't be able to carry the weight of the more serious circumstances that are coming up in your life. Okay? And that's why when we get older, we're no longer focused solely on image anymore, because we've grown up a little bit. You know? Well, maybe some of us have, you know, maybe not all of us. Okay, what is the Seven of Cups in reverse? Judgment. Two of Swords. Okay, and that's what I mean. You were not just going up against your own. There was a sense of justice here, and you were not just going up against your own, like the justice was not just for you. Whatever happened here, like you said, you could see the bullshit in this. And that's exactly what happened. You called judgment on someone's illusions. Someone has been making very deceptive decisions based on illusions, and they've been doing a lot of damage. And you can see the deception in it. You can see the deception. Even if they don't know what they're doing is wrong, you do. You can see it. And I'm feeling like Two of Swords, yeah, I'm feeling like you spoke this. You spoke it out loud, and this person is now in the underworld. Whoever you spoke this to, they're in the underworld. What's on the bottom of the deck for this row? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody sees they made a bad investment. Somebody sees prosperity without happiness. A lot of money, but they're not happy. A lot of misused wealth and corruption. So I'm feeling like whatever justice came in has exposed corruption. And whoever is being exposed is now not in a good place. It's like they're in the underworld. They've been cast into the underworld. And they better figure out how they're going to get through this. What is the King of Cups? What is the King of Cups, Creator? The King of Cups energy. What is the King of Cups? What is the King of Cups? And even if they totally don't, we're only given what we can handle. So wherever this person is, they're there because they can handle it. King of Cups, Creator. The Sun in reverse. The Seven of Cups. And the Hermit in reverse. Yes, whatever. This King of Cups is the King of Cups because of the broken contracts in their life. Because of the lack of illumination that they've had to, this person's had to find their own answers when the people around them would not enlighten them. The people around them would not tell them the truth. They were around a lot of Lord of illusory success. So they were around of a lot of people that were seduced by their own power, but it was illusory success. You know, it's like Caroline May says, you know, when you're standing before heaven or the creator or your own soul, let's say your own soul. She says, what do you think your soul's going to ask you? Like, oh, how many PhDs do you have? How many degrees have you got? How much money's in your bank account? How popular are you? You're like, no, your soul's not going to give a shit about that. Your soul's going to ask you, what did you learn? You know what Andrew Harvey says? He says, your soul is going to ask you, what did you do while the world was burning? Oh, it's such a heavy question. Like, oh, kind of gives a perspective of what's really going on. But, oh no, the world's not burning. Everything's fine. Like, okay, you know, whatever, you know. But that's it. And this, you know, you've a lot of lack of illumination from deception around you, of people that refuse to go inward. And you had no choice but to go inward. That's why you are the King of Cups. Okay, Creator wants me to bring this in. When people say things like they did it to themselves, whoever says that and whoever they're speaking about, that's a form of isolation. Like this person did this to themselves. That's not true. Because what this person who was saying this is not aware of is the social conditions that supported that person doing it to themselves. Everybody let them. Everybody turned a blind eye. Everybody yesed them to death. Everybody ignored what was going on. Nobody interfered. Nobody said anything. The atmosphere was complicit to what was to this person doing it to themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not just an isolated thing. It's a collective thing. It's just that the social people on the outside are not aware that their silence is their vote. I just heard the song by Pink Floyd on the Turning Away. On the Turning Away. What is the Three of Cups in reverse, Creator? The Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, beautiful, and the Six of Cups, yes. So the Three of Cups in reverse, yes, this was like gossip. It was the end of friendships. The end of allyship with certain people. But because the Three of Cups is permitting you to rebuild your life, setting you upon the path of your heart, you're not distracted now from the path of your heart. And from healing. Because you have chosen you. I don't feel like these people abandoned you. I feel like you turned away from them. Maybe that song was meant for you, On the Turning Away by Pink Floyd. What is the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Creator? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, you had to go through and do the work even when you didn't want to. But you did. You did it. Even when you didn't want to do it, you did it. And this is why you are now in the King of Wands energy. Overcomer. Big picture seer. Holotropic thinker. Multi-dimensional. It's not that you became these things because you did the work, but you are now more aware of these dimensions within you because of the work you have done. You are realizing the power you hold because of the work you have done, because of the distance you have covered and the ground you have covered, inner ground and outer ground. What's on the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Swords in reverse. And she's got some guy's head in her hands. I feel like your work has elevated you into a whole other dimension. Okay, I'm getting a scripture. A friend of mine brought this up today. I didn't realize this was going to be incorporated into the scripture. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, I think Christ talks about this, and he says, two people will be walking in the field. One will be taken and one will be left behind. Whoever you have left behind, I feel like they're watching you, but I feel like it's like they're seeing you get swallowed up in a crowd. It's like you've turned your back and walked away from this person, and they're watching you walk away, and a crowd begin to gather around you, and this crowd getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it swallows you up. And the whole time you never once looked back at this person. You were so busy taking up thy bed and walking and turning your back on on this person, on an energy that was not in your highest good. And I feel like this person is seeing, and the crowd that is swallowing you up is like people that now want to hear from you, people that want to hear you speak. They want to know what you share. They're interested in what you say. And because of that very factor, the fact that you are in a new atmosphere that is now supporting you changes everything about you. You're not going to be listening on the same frequency, lower frequency, for the communication from that old relationship from the past that you've just left behind. And that's what I mean. I feel like you have risen into a higher dimension. You are now speaking the language of this new dimension. You are not tuning into the lower dimension to check on these people anymore. I feel like you did for a while, and you just can't anymore. The Creator's asking you to stop. 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 The Creator's, okay, I'm just hearing, do you trust me? Do you trust me that I will take care of them? Oh, that makes me want to cry. sorry. You guys are so beautiful. You guys have such growth in you. You guys always reach in and touch my heart every time, you know. Sometimes I'm able to not cry, and sometimes I can't contain it. It's just so overwhelming. It overwhelms me. Okay, you guys, I am going to leave this reading here, but I feel that the Creator and you are very close, that you are answering some very, very personal and deep calls from your own soul, and you are answering them, and you don't care about the consequences. I'm hearing badger medicine, very much so badger medicine. Badger medicine belongs to people who are, it's usually indicative of medicine women. Badger medicine lived under root systems of trees, and they understand the collective unconscious because they grew up in it. What that means is a person with badger medicine grew up in an alcoholic home. They witnessed addiction. They witnessed domestic violence. They witnessed, maybe they grew up in a war-torn country where they witnessed horrific, unspeakable violence. And they had, and then they are called in their life to heal from this trauma. They had to go through what they had to go through as part of their curriculum to know the human shadow. And then they have to develop the language to heal from it so that they can speak and teach from it. And that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, you guys have a beautiful day. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for tuning into this energy. Thank you for trusting me with this reading. I hope this reading is helpful. I hope it is useful, and I hope you can take it forward into your lives. Alrighty, you guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. All right.